Hello, this is Professor Ken, and welcome to this overview of the audio mixing console. So today we're just going to start with little baby steps. I'm going to show you how to get audio signal into the mixer, and we're going to follow its path through the mixer down to the fader when it actually puts the audio signal into the full mix. That's what we call a mixer. So we're going to start off with just the basics. First of all, you should see 4 buttons on the left here. You want to click on this top button, which says toggle the display of annotations. It's a button that has a little graphic that looks like maybe a little thought bubble you'd see in a comic book with 2 horizontal lines. Click on that. When you click on that, you should see a little pointer, a little black dot with a pointer on this first fader that says mono input channels. That is what we will be discussing today, how audio travels through the mono input channels. You want to double click on the little black dot to enter the mono input channels mode of the mixer, and then you will be able to go through the lesson. So, just to give you a quick overview of what to expect. You are going to learn about the mic input sockets, which is up here at the top. That's where your microphone plugs in. You'll be learning about gain controls, which is the dial below the mic input sockets. That is where the signal gets increased or decreased in power. You will learn about a button called the 100 hertz filter, which filters out sounds below 100 hertz in frequency. That is a button that you might want to turn on if you're working in an area where there's like a low frequency, usually like some sort of rumble noise happening in the background. That'll help cut that out. There are a series of knobs below that, which we will discuss next week. But today it's all about just figuring out how the signal enters at the top and exits at the bottom. So we're just going to go over the basics. So after the mic input socket, the gain, and the 100 hertz filter, you'll jump down to the mute switch and the pan knob, and you'll learn about what those do to the signal. And then finally, you'll get down to the fader, and the fader is what controls the volume of this particular signal in this particular track in relation to the rest of the mix. As you'll see and hear over the next couple of weeks, we might want to plug in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, in this case, maybe 8 different microphones. Maybe we want some signals to be louder and some signals to be quieter, and that is what these faders do. They control the volume of each individual track for each microphone that's plugged in, which helps define the sound of our mix. And this is how we control our whole mix, which we'll learn at the end of next week. We call this the stereo master. But we need to understand how each of these tracks is able to accept a signal and how you can strengthen, weaken, and actually flavor, if you will, each individual signal of the mix before you start understanding how it all blends together in what we call the final stereo mix. So today, we're just going to start off with this mono input channel, and hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll understand how it goes from point A to point Z. So let's just go through this lesson step by step, and then at the end, make sure you answer the quiz questions, and I think you'll be good to go. Good luck.